Yeah. Now, today we are going to start the regular expressions. Okay. Now, what does the mean by these regular expressions? For suppose, if you want to do that regular expressions, now it's a combination of or it is a group of strings. Okay, it's a group of like alphabets are together. It's a making some particular pattern. Okay. Now, whenever you want to do like that, it's a collection of the strings, values. It's a making some particular pattern. Now, we'll go for the regular expressions. Now, basically, then where we can use that regular expressions concept. Okay. Now, it's a mainly we can use that validation purpose. Okay. Now, we can use like a mobile validations and like a password validations and email validations. Okay. Now, based on this sector, now we can use that mostly that regular expressions. Now, basically here, the main advantage of regular expressions simply here to develop like a validation framework. Okay. Now, mainly now we can develop now validation frameworks. Okay, a validation framework as well as now whenever if you want to develop like the digital circuits now like more and more like, some kind of machines are using this regular expression concept and as well as the Unix design like this compiler designs also we can use to communicate like some protocols uh, TCP and IP UDP. Okay, now etc this type of protocols to communication now we can use the regular expression concept. Okay, now here the pattern and the matcher classes is playing the main role. Okay, now enter the regular expressions we can use only the pattern and the matcher classes. Okay, these classes and objects are playing that main role in entire like regular expressions. Now as well as we can use here some count method, the match method. Okay, the compiler method, the pattern method, some type of methods commonly we can use. Okay, the thing is we need to understand like how to add how to describe the pattern, which type of pattern you want to validate it. Okay, now those things we need to remember. Okay, as well as here we have some pre-defined character classes and the pre-defined quantifiers, all these things we have. We need to remember those things, then automatically that will get like the regular expression concept. Yeah. Now here we can use some kind of a pattern is a predefined class. Okay. Now this object, the pattern object is representing the compiled version of the regular expressions. Okay. The compiled version of the regular expression. Now simply here, whatever the pattern class here we have, this pattern class object is going to be calling or compiling that it will display that compiled version of the regular expressions. Now we can create some type of pattern object and in this class we have one method that is a compile method. This method is okay displaying that our internally compiled okay compiled version it is displaying. Okay, now how we have in the sense now if you observe pattern is a one of the class pattern p is equal to now the pattern dot the compile method. Okay, in this compile method we can pass some type of pattern. Okay, we can pass some type of pattern. Okay, I want like some ss pattern. Okay, I want some like this type of pattern. Okay, this type of pattern I want to observe in my like validation. Okay, now pattern I mentioned like based on this pattern what is a matcher value. Okay, now what is a matcher? Now further to we have the matcher class we have. Okay, now here we can use that matcher object. Okay, now it will match that given pattern. Okay, now it will match that the given pattern. Now we can create like matcher object. We can match the given pattern. Okay, now whatever the object of a pattern. Okay, now p dot. Okay, the matcher method is there. Okay, the matcher here we can pass the matcher data. Okay, for suppose the matching AB, 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 AB. Now, based on this pattern, the matching data we are going to pass it. Okay, this matcher class is a return type is the again the matcher object only. Okay, now here we can find out. Okay, how many matches here we have based on the pattern. Okay, how many matches we have based on the pattern. Okay, this matcher and pattern classes, the commonly used methods are the find method. Okay, by using this find method, we can find out like how many matches here we have. Okay, what is the next match here we have? Okay, now the start method we have. What is the starting index of this matcher? Okay, we have end method also we have. This end method is representing like end plus one index. Okay, and group of the group method also we have. Okay, these are the mainly commonly used methods in regular expressions. Okay, now here this regular expression concept is present. It is a regex class is present in like java data util class. Okay, now until up to 1.4 version it is using java data util. The latter simply we can use like a java dot time api, otherwise simply java dot util. The combination things we can use in the regular expressions. Okay, now we'll see one example like how this matcher pattern will work, and meanwhile like some kind of predefined character classes also here we have. Now, yeah, first we'll execute like one example. Now the package name is com.regex. I can create like one class. The class name is regex demo. Hmm. Yeah. Okay, now here I can write the main method, a main. Okay, now within the main, I can write some type of pattern. Okay, now pattern p is equal to, okay, pattern dot compile method. Okay, the compile method. Now this compile the pattern, which type of pattern you want to search. Okay, for suppose I want to search for AB pattern. Okay, where I want to search the given matcher. Okay, now I'm going to give some matcher also based on this pattern. Now p dot the matcher. Okay, now I'm going to write some matcher here, the data in the form like string, some type of AB somewhere, AB like this. Okay, this is a match. Okay, inbuilt, not only in the real time like situations also we can use whenever we are entering some data. Okay, we are going to get some time errors. Why? Like based on the pattern, we need to write the code, or based on the pattern, we need to enter some validation, email ID or phone number or some password. Okay, sometimes the password is looking for like the first letter should be capital, and it's a combination of like lowercase with special characters with the numbers. Okay, these are regular expression pattern. Okay, based on the pattern only we need to write the matcher. Okay, now whenever the matcher and pattern both are same, then only the validation is success. Okay, now here based on the pattern, how many matches are find? Okay, how many matches here we have based on the given pattern? Okay, this matcher class again return type is a matcher object. Okay, now matcher class object. Now matcher of yum. Okay, control shift to import the package of matcher class. Now I want to find out how many matches here we have. Okay, how many matches here we have. Now for that, if I don't know the number of iterations, if I don't know like how many iterations, like how many matches here we have, then we'll go for while. Okay, while of young data, the find method we can use. Okay, the find method is return type. Okay, the find method is return type is the boolean. Okay, if it is there, simply it will return the boolean. It will enter into that while loop. Okay. Now I want to print SYSO. Now, if it is a find, what is the starting index? M data, the start index. Okay. If any record, if any matcher is fine based on the pattern, what is the starting index? Okay. Now, as well as I want to count how many matches are like how many matching records based on that pattern. Okay, I want to count it. For that, here I can use int count is equal to 0 initially. Now here, whenever that matches is found, simply the count of plus plus. I want to incrementing. Now after that while loop, simply I can print SYS4 uh, the number of occurrences. Okay, or simply we can use the count. That's it. Okay, now we can see that right click run as Java application. Now at the 0 index we got like 1. The basically the number of occurrences are 7. Now I think like it's a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and again it's a 4 and 5 and 6 and again 7. Okay, now this is the 7 occurrences here we have. Now the starting index 0 and second 4 and 13 15 17. Okay, this is starting index, right? Now we can write ending index also, we know that. Okay, already we have uh, some method. Now m dot end index. Now control is, now right click run as Java application. Now here 0 index like 0 to 2 and 2 to 4 4 to 6 13 to 15 15 to 17. Okay, what is the value? Okay, 0 to 2 is okay, that is the index number. Based on the index number, what is the pattern, which type of pattern is matched? Okay, now if you want to group it, now we can use the group method. Okay, m dot the group method. Control S. Now right click run as Java application. Now see it. Okay, the every 0 to 2 AB is matching, 2 to 4 is AB matching, 4 to 6 AB is matching. Okay, now like that we can use that matching records the given pattern. Okay, now the same way here we have some predefined character classes here we have. Okay, predefined character classes here we have. Now here the square braces ABC. Okay, not only ABC, you can use like numbers and alphabets like XYZ or like PQRS, anything you can use. Okay, inside the braces, here I'm using like this ABC. Okay, what is the meaning of this inside the square brace ABC? Matches any one of the character, either A or B or C. Okay, it should be A or B or C. Now, if you observe the second one, the same requirement, but we have something. Okay, this operator, the caret operator. Okay, this caret operator here, it's representing except ABC. See here, matches any one of the character other than ABC. Okay, inside the square braces. For suppose this caret symbol outside the ABC, it should be there. Means what? It should be matched with all the records starting with ABC. Okay, but it is inside the square braces. Okay, that's why other than ABC, now if any record is going to be matched, like A to Z, A hyphen Z. Okay, without writing like ABC up to Z, just A hyphen Z in the sense like it matches any one of the characters from the lower case A to Z and capital A to Z. Okay, and 0 to 9. Okay, the 0 to 9, 0 1 2 3, like any numbers going to be matching. Okay, now we'll see that same example here. Okay, within the same example only we can observe it. Otherwise, simply we can create like one more example. Now here it is a better simple. I can write it here only. Now, for suppose I can write A, B, C. Okay, Control S. I am executing. Right click, run as Java application. Observe carefully here. Now I wrote like A, B, C. Now A is matched 0 to 1 index number. Like how many occurrences? 18 occurrences here we have. Okay. For suppose I am looking for, okay, X, Y, Z. Okay, either X or somewhere I can write like X only. Somewhere like I can write like Y. Control S. only XYZ. Now right click, run as Java application. Now say only X is matched like 4 to 5 index and 18 to 19 like Y index. Now we got like Y, only the two occurrences. For suppose inside that square basis, I'm using like caret symbol. Okay. Now control is right click, run as Java application. Did you observe? The 24 indexes right now you have. Except XYZ, the remaining everything. Okay. Now see here, A, B, C, again G also, like D, H, everything we have here. The meaning of this symbol is what? Except XYZ, everything is going to be considered. Okay. Everything is going to be considered. For suppose, simply I can use some number here. Okay. Now I can use, okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. But here we have the numbers. Okay, we have the numbers. But here, like 3, 6, and 7, here we have some number also, 8 also we have. Okay, but the matching is what? Either 1 or 2 or 3. Okay, right click, run as Java application. Now see here. Okay, now 4 to 5 index, third value, we have only one occurrences. Okay, it's not 4, 5, 3. It's a 4 to 5 index. We have only one value, that is a 3. Only one occurrences. But suppose I want to write 0 to 9. Okay, 0 to 9. Now right click, run as Java application. The all the numbers 3, 6, 7, 8. You can write like this. Okay. Now for suppose A to like D, A to D. Okay, A, B, C, D. Okay, without writing like earlier we wrote like A, B, C, right? Now A to C, right? Like this also you can write it. Okay. Now I want to search for like A, B, C, D. Now without writing like all this A, B, C, D. Now A to D, I want to search it. Control is right click, run as Java application. Now see the 21 occurrences A to D. All that A, B, C, D up to D we have. Okay. But suppose I'm going to represent some capital cases. Now G and again R and again Y. Okay. Now if you observe like A to Z, I'm searching for it. Okay, lowercase to 2, like uppercase to Z. Or otherwise simply, now I hope like this one is not possible. Okay. Now we can search for like a capital A to Z. Now not A to Z, some A to or F I can use, A to F. Control is the capital cases. Now we have like only one value here, we have A to F. But suppose if I go with like capital Z, now control is right click, run as Java application. Now we have like a 4. Like ARGY is a character. Now, these are the character classes present in the regular expressions. The same way, observe carefully here, the predefined character class. These are the character classes, that's okay. But these are the predefined character classes again. Okay. Now, what is the difference between like this one and this one? Both are same. Okay. Now, without writing like a square basis and ABC, all these things, see here, dot matches any single character except a new line. Okay. Now slash D in the sense matches any digit character same as 0 to 9. Okay. Without writing 0 to 9, I can write a slash D. Okay. Except 0 to 9, now I can write like digits. Now not only digits, other non-digit characters simply. Except digits. Okay. Lowercase s in the sense like matches any white space character, either space or tab and null or carries it, everything. Okay. Capital S in the sense like opposite to small s. Okay, lowercase w matches any word character. Okay, matches any word character. Now capital W matches any non-word character. Okay, like this simply we can use the caret symbol. Okay, now we'll try to handle this one. Now observe carefully here. Okay, I can write like slash D. Okay, but slash D is getting error. Okay, the same thing I use it, right? Whatever I want to go with like a slash D in the sense like matches any digit character. Okay, I want to search for the digits, but I use it the same thing. If I place the cursor, observe carefully here. Invalid escape sequence, a valid one is like slash B, slash T, slash N. Okay, now whenever the requirement, okay, Now, whenever the requirement, if you want to use the these characters, you can go with the slash t. But in the regular expression concept, if you want to represent like predefined character classes, now that extra slash is considered, then only it will execute. Okay, now it's the representing like slash t. Now right click, run as Java application, the only digits we have. Okay, for suppose I'm looking for like s, lowercase s. Now right click, run as Java application, zero occurrence. What does it mean by s? S in the sense like some kind of spaces, some new lines, all these things. For suppose I'm using some space here, some space here, some space here. Okay, now control s, right click, run as Java application. Now see the three spaces we have, and three places like 3 to like 4 and 13 to 14 and 27 to 28. This space we can consider. Okay, this space we can consider. Okay, or suppose like a lowercase w. Okay, lowercase w. Now right click, run as Java application. Now say everything we have. Okay, lowercase w in the sense what? The match is any word character defined as A to Z or A to Z and 0 to 9, and that underscore also to consider. Okay, now like this we can use the predefined character classes. Okay, next one. Okay, the next thing is quantifiers. The predefined quantifiers. Here, for suppose you, if you consider like letter P, okay, you can use like letter A, letter B, letter C, or anything, whatever you want, you can use it. Okay. Now, the letter P, I'm using the plus operator. Matches one or more occurrences. Okay. Now, one or more occurrences. P star in the sense like a matches a zero or more occurrences. Okay. Now, P question mark in the sense like zero or one occurrence. Okay. Either zero or one. Okay. Now, P curly braces 2 in the sense like exactly 2. Okay. Now, exactly 2. Now, here P curly braces 2 to 3 in the sense the 2 to 3 value, at least 2 and a maximum 3. Okay. Now, starting with the 2, I didn't mention like ending value. Okay. Starting with the 0, the ending value should be 3. At most 3 occurrences. Okay. At most the 3 occurrences. Now, the same thing here I can use. Already we have some a's right here. I'm using like a plus. Now that a is a repeated quantity, 0 or like more, one or more occurrences. Now right click, run as Java application. Now like this here we have. For suppose the same way, observe carefully here. I'm going to changing a little bit to matcher pattern. Here a, now a, and here a, like this I'm using. Observe carefully here. What we going to get? The same value, one or more occurrences. CL. Okay. Now at this point, what is the number of occurrences? One or more, one or more, one or more. Okay. For suppose I'm looking for some other value. For suppose right now B is there. Okay, B is there. B plus. Now right click, run as Java application. Okay. Sometimes like we are repeating B. The number of occurrences, one or more. For suppose I'm looking for like a star. Okay. Now right click, run as Java application. Only the B. Okay. The B in the sense, the star in the sense what? Matches 0 or more occurrences. Okay. The 0 or more occurrences. Now see here. 0. Now here in this case, 0 index number, we don't have any value. 1 index number, we don't have any value. The third index more and 0, 0, 0 and more. 0, 0, 0. And again all the 0, it's a more. Okay. 0 or more. Okay, it should be 0 or more values also. It's going to represent the star value. Okay, like that same way, like if you have the 2, okay, or the curly braces 2 in the sense that the value should be exactly 2 matches. Okay, now here uh, I want to split like based on some name or something. Okay, based on the name, I want to split something. Okay, in that case also we can use some quantifiers. Okay, I want to split some name here. uh, I can use one more example. demo 2, main method. Now, here, for suppose like a pattern p is equal to the pattern dot compile. Okay, the compile, I want to compile the based on the space. I want to consider like the S. Okay, the word here we have the spaces. Now, p dot the pattern object dot split method. Okay, split. Now I'm passing some like split condition like soma. Okay, wherever the space is there, I want to. Okay, now split the pattern. Okay, now see here, place the cursor. Now the splits the given input sequence around the matches of the this pattern. The pattern is what? The space. Okay, now again the split method is return type is like a string of array. Okay, now then how I can print the value here? Whenever it's splitting like based on the array format, we can use a for loop. For each loop, string s1 colon s, within the s only we have the data. Okay, now ఈ s లోనే data అంతా స్టోర్ అవుతుంది. Okay, one by one value is going to be entered into that s1. Now simply sy s4, simply I can print that s1. Now if you observe that output, right click run as Java application. Now see here, wherever we have the space, now it will split that. Okay, it will split, it will print that. But suppose I don't want like space, I want like a. Okay, I want a. Okay, wherever we have the a, I want to split it. Right click run as Java applications. Here SOM a, it's splitted. S a, it's splitted. Y a, splitted. PRA, splitted. KA, splitted. Okay, now like this we can use like split condition. Now for suppose we can use like a dot. Now here I can use like a www dot satyasoma dot, for suppose like this here. Okay, I want to represent where we have the dot, I want to split it. For suppose simply now dot I'm using. Okay, control is also careful here. Right click run as Java application, but we are not getting nothing. Not getting nothing. Simply here, if you observe, matches any single character except the new line. Okay, directly the dot operator we cannot use like this. Okay, if we want to use it simply here, now we can use a double slash. Now control S, right click, run as Java application. Now here it's working. Or otherwise simply we have one more way, like the square braces open and the dot and square brace close. Control S, right click, run as Java application. Like this also we can use it. Okay, now for suppose simply here I want to find out the given phone number is valid or not. Then how I can find out? Okay, I want to find out like that validation of phone number. Okay, how I can write regular expressions. Okay, now based on this all these concepts simply, now how I can apply the, okay, how I can validate my phone number. Okay, if you observe, if you consider like that Indian number, okay, 10 digits we have. Okay, 10 digits. Now the first digit should be, okay, the first digit should be either 6 or 7 or 8 or 9. Okay, now here some 6 numbers, starting numbers also we have, 7 numbers also, 8 numbers also, 9 numbers also we have. Okay, the remaining 9 numbers are should be 0 to 9. Okay, now this pattern how we can write in a sense subjectively here. Okay, now this pattern, now the first number should be either 6 or 7 or 8 or 9. Okay, the remaining 9 numbers should be 0 to 9. Okay, 0 to 9. Now control copy. Now second number, and again third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. 10 numbers is completed. This is a validation. But it is a lengthy pattern, right? Okay, then how we can concise this one? Okay, this 6 to 7, 6 to 9, we can write a 6 to 9. Okay, the remaining 9 numbers we have. Okay, these 9 numbers how we can write. The 9 numbers should be 0 to 9. Okay, how many numbers? 9 numbers exactly. Okay, now this is the validation about like a phone numbers. Okay, now if you want to use it that Indian number like with 0 or 91. Okay, now we can use like this also, like 0 or 91 we can represent like this. Okay, with the question mark, like one or more. Okay, the question one or more, like this also we can write it. Okay, if you observe this thing, I can go with the like command line arguments. Now see here, mobile validation. Okay, now how we can go with like command line arguments or otherwise simply scanner classes. But suppose if I go with like the pattern p is equal to the pattern dot of the compile method. Okay, in this compile method I can use now, it's a 6 to 9. Okay, 0 to 9 and the 9 numbers. Okay, now these are basically the pattern. Okay, the matcher, I want to give the matcher through command line arguments. At the time of execution of main method, I am passing the data. Okay, now simply I will go the matcher m is equal to p dot the matcher. Now arcs of 0, the 0 index number of arcs, simply I can pass the data of my phone number. Control shift root import the package of matcher class. Okay, now what is the condition? If m dot find and the condition and the m dot group it. Okay, dot equals to arcs of 0 value. Okay, arcs of 0 value. Okay, consider. Now the find method is returning that boolean type as well as the grouping. Ante now what are the find method like got, the same value should be grouping, means like the phone number. It is equals to in the arcs of 0 value, whatever you are passing is both are same, or if both are same, now the validation is success. Okay, now like a valid mobile number. Okay, otherwise simply here it is invalid. Okay, now SYSO, now please enter valid number. Okay, now right click, run as Java application. Now simply we cannot do like this. Why? It is a command line arguments. Okay, at the time of runtime we are executing, we are passing the data, okay, to the main method directly. Now right click, run as run configuration. Okay, now select the arguments. Now here we are passing some phone number. Okay, for suppose I am passing some phone number that is a 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and again 9. Sorry, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 9. 10 numbers here we have. Okay, apply and run it. So please enter valid number. Okay, again one more time. Oh sorry, like right click, run as run configuration. For suppose some phone number, my phone number I'm going to enter 7729938257. Oh, it's a valid, basically it's starting with a 7, the remaining numbers are 0 to 9. Okay, now if I apply and run it, okay, valid number. For suppose I'm going to enter 9 numbers only, not 10 numbers. I'm going to remove like one number. Right now we have only 9 numbers. Apply, run. Say please enter valid number. Okay, but suppose I'm going to enter 10 numbers. Okay, I'm going to enter 10 numbers, again 7. Now I can start with like a 5, but we don't have any 5. Okay, apply and run it. Now please enter valid number. Okay, now like this, not only mobile number, now we can validate like Gmail, all these things. Okay, now if it is a Gmail, like we can write like multiple conditions also. Okay, multiple times also we can write like the mail ID validations. Now we can write like many ways, like easy way, like uh, different ways also we can write that email validation. Okay, for suppose if it's email validation, like lowercase a to z is allowed, capital A to z is allowed, and 0 to 9 is allowed. Okay, now that's the first character. Now for suppose like that next section, simply the same thing. Now A to Z is allowed, capital A to Z is allowed, 0 to 9 is allowed, and underscore is allowed, dot allowed, and after that Star also allowed. It's repeating. Star in the sense what, like zero or more occurrences. Now at the rate, before at the rate we can write like this. Before at the rate we can allot the data. Now simply after at the rate I want to Gmail. For suppose Gmail, Gmail section A to Z. Okay. Now capital A to Z, and 0 to 9 is allowed. Okay. Now plus one or more occurrences. I can use the dot symbol, like the dot. I can use it here. Dot com dot in dot co dot in, like A to Z and capital A to Z also. I'm going to write it. Okay, these are the allowed characters for like Gmail. Not only Gmail, any mail ID. Okay, the any mail ID. If you want to write like only Gmail ID, like this also we can write it. For suppose simply lowercase A to Z, capital A to Z, and 0 to 9, and again the same thing here. mm, A to Z. Sorry. Yeah, lowercase A to Z and capital A to Z, and 0 to 9, and a dot underscore also, and one or more occurrence, zero or more occurrences. Now directly you can write like at the gmail.com, like also it's allowed. Okay, like this also we can write it. Gmail validation. Okay, mostly like we are going to validate like password, the username, and mail ID. The mainly these things we need to validate. Okay, yeah. Now somewhere like we can use these regular expressions, like this material also I can share it, like this notes also I'm going to share it based on this one only. If you remember like this one simply, now we can write like any type of validation. Okay, yeah. Now that's it. Tomorrow we are going to discuss the entire core Java level project, and day after tomorrow also we can discuss the same project with the layered architecture. In the industrial level oriented, the layered architecture is the most important concept. Okay. Now after completion of these projects too, now we'll go with like directly database. Yeah.
Okay,
Done for.
Baba.
We'll meet tomorrow then.
Okay, Baba. Bye, Baba.
Yeah. Bye bye.